Alright.
Oh, wow, that jump.
Fuck it.
Stop by our rock. Gonna take some work to move that one.
That's fine with me. I've got things to do here.
Yeah, you know, like Max has physics on his necklace, she has hair physic.
This
Which
place
is
a
far more
spirit
entertaining
forest
when you spin in
Dane.
circles really fast.
But it's different than in my time.
By the way, remember what I was saying?
Monica came
The
from
thing
the
I was saying
future.
about Trunks?
Remember what I was saying about plot dumps and like just
Came
Max
to this
telling you
time to do
things?
something very important.
Remember?
That's what she told
Remember
me.
See,
when
like,
I was talking about Zyborn
We lost
Clock?
any sort of actual emotion from this scene by Max just being like,
I wouldn't
okay,
believe
sure.
Time travel was possible.
To be fair, I guess they're
crazy,
trying to
but
get
this
around
was only
and
the
like
beginning
fucking
of our
Monica just
unbelievable
explaining,
adventure.
like,
Would you like this scene a lot more if it was like Monica like
real
drawing
surprises
like
were
dots
still
on
ahead of
paper
us.
and then folding it in half and punching through and like
Yo, but
Max
yes!
still just being
If we could
confused?
restore
You're not
Great
wrong
Elder's
though. I would
origin
love that.
see,
could
she's
tell
about
us
to get
the
into
difference
her
in who it is.
exposition.
The origin point?
Yes, an origin point is where something begins. Like a flower, you first have to plant the seed in the soil before it will bloom.
Alright, get
In
it?
that case, the action of planting the seed is the origin point of the flower. In that way, the flower is the history that springs
So
from the
basically how
origin
time
point.
works is, if something gets destroyed,
In the same
but
way,
if you
all
put something
things that
back that's
happen in
basically the
future
same
have their
thing,
origin point
it-
in the past.
it fucking is basically the same thing.
You create a new
Cyber
beginning for
Claw.
something, yeah.
Okay, yeah, the ship of Theseus.
And that's what Griffin has done.
Like it is literally you, and then
Griffin
the
sent his
fourth
henchmen
ball
into this
becomes the
time,
first
altering the
ball, the
origin
second
points
ball
of my
becomes,
time.
and then
now
And you
he
can
is
completely
rewriting
add in
history
new
as
things
he
also
sees
and
fit.
change history yourself.
shut up. That's
In
the
my
plot point
time,
later,
this
Max.
forest was where the elder of the spirits, Jurak,
That's apparently a
lived.
plot point now. The bad guy,
He was very wise and
the bad guy's
powerful.
rewriting history apparently.
His great power
Yeah.
purified the forest and gave vitality to all the living things in it.
See, like, Monica explaining it
Griffin
adds so
erased
much more
Jurak from
character to this scene
existence.
alone. Like, she could have, like, just had enough time to be
Listen,
like,
the frame,
look, I'm
the
from
frame
future.
story is Max is writing letters to his mother.
Yeah, but couldn't he just, like, lead
don't think
into
he'll
it more
stop
gracefully
until
than being,
he's wiped out
she's
the
from a
entire
different
world."
point in time?
So, someone has to stop him.
Couldn't he have been like, so you
Even
wouldn't
now, my
have guessed who I
comrades are
met?
fighting
I met this
Griffin in the
girl
future.
who, and then, like, blends into her thing, like,
Max,
explaining
I
it. Like,
need
that would
you
have
to
been
help
fine.
us.
Huh? Me?
Yes, you have to.
Can't I just give you my red glowy thing instead?
Okay. I'll do
And
it.
they want to explain his position. It would take a while for Monica to explain, you know, in character, she's from the future. And you're just not saying, oh, she's from the future. It takes a lot less time.
It's still just removed and, like, most
with
of the
that,
emotion from it, and that's the
Monica
thing that I'm
joined my
worried about,
adventure.
just because
An
he makes
adventure
it
to
so
take back
milquetoast
the
if he
true
explains
past,
things.
The true history that had been stolen by Emperor Griffin.
Now, would you prefer it if Monica says that, hey, I'm from the future, and Max is like,
Chapter
okay.
2.
Yeah, no, actually, that would be better
Resurrection of
still.
The Great Elder.
Because it wouldn't just feel so artificial. It would be like, even if it's lame, at which I feel like they could do that funny, but even if they did it lame, it wouldn't be artificial, and that's the difference.
Alright, and we got a new character, and
Let's
she
start with
has
Sindane.
magic. Instead of guns, she has magic.
Sindane.
Ah, the magic that I wish was
Max,
better.
you go on without me.
The magic has its
I'll
uses.
just stay
It has
here
some,
and work on getting
but-
Blackstone running again. If you need my
If-
help, just holler.
Well, because you see, Max, the thing...
hey,
Max
we're
gets
gonna have
three
to work hard
different
to
types of
shift
guns,
this
and Monica
boulder.
gets one type of magic, is the
Bring
thing.
back
Well, that doesn't help
anything good
either,
you
but
find
just
in the
generally when
forest.
it comes to quality
Make
and
sure you let
quantity
us
of
know if you
damage,
need a hand.
the
Okay,
it is
take
the
care of
worst of
yourself,
all the
Max.
weapon types other than
And you do,
Monica's
little girl
special
pie.
thing. Girly pie? Like, what even type of comment
Okay,
is
let's
that?
go.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought Eric was a
You
girl.
too, lady cakes.
Alright, now so we could progress the plot.
Enjoy your time, Galflan.
Galflan.
Oh yeah, and her description changed. Now she is from 100 years in the future. No longer the king. So she has actually a different description in the prologue than she does in the
That's pretty cool,
this part of
actually. I
the
didn't
game.
know about that. So, I'm sure we'll get to pointing it out in a moment, but I'll wait for it. Ah, yes, we don't have stuff to actually build all these yet, or the XP. Oh, you're not gonna acknowledge what you saw up on top of Cedric there?
What did I see up top with Cedric?
The top thing when you're interacting with him, there was a very special phrase.
Oh yeah, that thing. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. I don't know if this video, but we'll. Alright, here's me just.
Well, this is a good-ass
Remembering
train we
what the
got.
train is like.
Well, bye.
Exploring train. Alright, here's Eric.
But yeah, I really thought. I guess it's the hair,
Hair. Also the outfit.
and also kind of the body
The voice
structure.
also didn't help.
Yeah. Also lips. Alright, so yeah, this guy we can buy gold from.
His other materials actually
Remember?
matter a lot, too, for later purposes.
Yeah. A lot of these, yeah, are important.
Pretty much anyone who's
let's
going
go
to sell
back.
stuff to you is important.
Now that we've gone to the outside world, let's go back to Palm
Let's
Bridge
have
because
fast travel.
because a whole different area has opened up now. Because the
Oh,
drawbridge is
so
down.
much opened up now that we're in Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Not just a whole new different area and the clowns being gone, but we also have just a lot of things to do.
Sheriff Blinkerton is pretty strict.
As he, you know, poses for you to take photos of his junk.
Well, it's the way of every sheriff.
Alright. So where do I go first? I think I first go to the... Yeah? Okay, I'm going to church first.
We gotta repent for our time sins.
I remember I did this at one point and then learned I did it the wrong way.
Oh, no, I don't go to church first.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, am I checking to see if I can go into the back of the church?
You can get sweet pictures of the pumpkin patch. Yeah, I already got a pumpkin.
Yeah. By the way, the store with the pumpkin on it is this place with the pumpkin patch is owned with the guy who owns the store with the pumpkin on it, who is also Donnie's dad. Despite, for some reason, Donnie still lives in the sewer. Bottle!
Donnie, he just really likes living in the sewer.
Refrigerator!
Or he really...
Erotic!
Damn it.
I've covered apocalypses before, you know.
Covered time, you know. Shrubbery!
I don't know if I call a houseplant a
Oh!
shrubbery, but okay. So many ideas. Is everybody's house so full of ideas?
Everybody's house is like the General Style chicken, just full of ideas.
So to mention a thing that I mentioned earlier, that yeah, of all the games with like a major photography theme in them, I've really enjoyed the photography in them. Even the weakest of them in Dead Rising for the photography element was still pretty fun.
Like, they took the photography out of Dead Rising 2, and people were like, where's the fucking photography? And they had to do a DLC about Frank West being there so they could add
standalone
photography.
actually, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Plus, Frank
Yeah,
West
like,
was a better character than
people like-
Melody.
People like fucking taking pictures of zombies.
Like, Frank West is a massive tool, and he's so much better than, like, a guy who's actually just a nice, cool dude.
And they put him in a bunch of the crossover fighting games just because. And usually his super move is the thing where he just spins around with his fists outstretched.
Double lariat. Coffee in my kega. But so, anyway, so there's that. There's Beyond Good and Evil, and there's Pokemon Snap. And this, of course.
And let's see, I think there's photography in other games.
There probably is. I can't recall any ones where it's like a major theme other than those, but
Aside from Fatal Frame.
I guess
Oh,
Fatal
Fatal
Frame,
Frame,
but Fatal
yeah.
Frame's still good too, actually. Like, it's not my bag just because, like, I am a baby, especially when I have to, like, stare a ghost
Oh,
straight
and
in
then
the
there's
face.
the Taiwanese cell.
Oh, yeah, no,
one with
no,
cell
it's
phone
not Taiwanese. I think it's Philippines.
Philippines, yeah.
But yeah, Dread Out.
Dread out.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah.
And that one's really good. That one just did Fatal Frame, but like on its own and with less invisibility, but was really good.
And a more, Filipino ghosts.
Yeah, because well, so it made this horror really weird. Because like it's things that we don't see, and like we're
Philippines are like Southeast Asia, like that Philippines and the islands around there, full of a bunch of fucked up ghosts.
Oh yeah, no, totally. And we're like starting to get used to Japanese ghosts, so they're a little bit less off-putting and like Japanese sense of horror. But we haven't seen those. Those are fucking terrifying.
The fucking vampire that's like it's a head and guts that come off a body.
Oh, actually, I remember that one very well though because they had that in Dungeons and Dragons for ages.
And also, it was it was a movie on Breast of the Worst. Mystics of Zimbali prominently featured one of those.
However, they also have like the pig that has a man face.
There's the other also Malingar, which is kind of like that, only it separates from the torso up, which has been featured in many Castlevania games.
But yeah, they have like a bunch
usually
of different ideas in Dread Out, and a lot of them are really cool. Like they only have a few minor control issues, and for some of the secrets, backtracking is really egregious. But the ideas presented are not bad. It's a pretty good game.
By the way, I should have gotten Telescope from that. I think I have to go back. Oh, photo album. Here's the neat thing about photo album. If you can save your photos to like your memory card in case you want to like take photos and save them for your own personal use. If you save a photo with a idea on it, you can later load up that thing because it's tied to the memory card and not your particular game save.
Okay, so that's actually a way to get scoops like after the fact. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you just fucking, you can just get all, like, have a save with all, like, the scoops and shit on it, load that up, and just get them without ever
That's
having
really
to worry
interesting,
about it.
yeah, because not only would you have them for the inventing purposes, but would that work for Donnie?
I think so. Maybe?
Because that would
I
get you,
think
like, a
because
lot of shit pretty early if you did it all. I mean, like, it would be egregiously, annoyingly long to do it all, but still.
Yeah, do it, well, you'd only have to do it once, though, then all the other playthroughs is just like, oh, I have this save.
That's true.
True that.
There we go. It's the Nuka Cubi. Is that Filipino floating head?
Also, a Japanese ghost that's interesting that I don't think ever showed up in like any of the Think games is that one, the ghost of a person who got run over by a train and they just move around by dragging their body around. Tiki, I think it is. Yeah, that's the noise it makes.
Oh yeah, that's the one that's in that there's that, I'm gonna call it a comic, but it's not really a comic. It's that, like, I guess it's the comic where it auto scrolls where you get to certain points and plays the sound effects.
Also, what is this room that's just underwater? By the way, this is Max's very rich house. Max is loaded, by the way.
You know it.
Like,
And with a full weight
chef
staff.
and
He has, that guy is carving a roast that is bigger than Max's entire torso.
pigs are actually pretty big.
Stovetop.
So we'll be back
Oven?
through all these areas later, but getting the photos out of the way is a fair enough thing to do, and some text that you might not otherwise see.
I miss some of the photos in here, by the way. There is one photo, the phone, which is really an out-of-way place that you need to really look for.
I mean, fair enough, but we'll
doesn't
definitely
even
also
look
be
like a
back through
phone.
this area for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
Got some camera troubles there.
Fucking, what is it? Static camera. Remember
Yeah.
those?
Yeah, that's why fixed camera normally has tank controls.
Wonder if, do I have the thing to invent this?
One of the ideas you needed was gold.
I have gold, I think.
You at least have the idea of gold.
Me and my clown's robo attack. What if that was like a thing that got fucked up in translation? Like it was supposed to be robots clown. No, that doesn't even make sense either.
Robot clown attack would
It
make
could,
sense.
yeah, it could be robot clown attack, but that's also like
It's kind of silly,
doesn't really
but
fit
like
in the name scheme of Halloween. I mean, it's definitely the thing that it is.
like yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might not have anything to do with the theme. Like scoops
Oh yeah, I
don't
mean, it's
necessarily have
robot
anything to
clown.
do
It's
with the
just
theme.
also named Halloween.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I think it's Gold Store. You know, the safe, not.
But like clown robot
So, yeah,
attack
I mean,
would be
robot
fine.
clown attack is it's a name. It's very it describes what it is. It's just kind of
And I can now build the bandit.
brassard
Yeah, it's a.
brazzers.
It's a thing that. So Monica, instead of guns, she has like armbands, and the armbands if you upgrade the armbands, she does different magics.
Also, she uses swords instead of wrenches, which are, you know, again, when we think about it, like, kind of an impractical weapon, but... Which
Also,
And I need
Googling
the bandit
brassard
cord
pops
for
up Etsy. Well, it initially pops up stuff on the NHL because there's a star named Derek Brassard. It's basically a bracelet, though, as far as I can
By
tell.
the way, this maid's dream is becoming a tailor.
As she
Aw,
then
sad
says
maid.
dreams won't come true.
Sad maid named Clock.
Yep, definitely.
Her name's
Adele.
Adele.
Not to be confused with the artist.
Now, would that
Or
actually
my
be pronounced
character.
Adele or
No.
just Adel? Because
Post Constructor.
Post,
Rock.
oh yeah, Post Constructor Rock, you know. That's some good geometry there.
I'm at war with this geometry.
It's certainly a bizarre creation.
Is that another
what a
game?
bizarre
That's the
adventure we're
company that
on.
made it.
Oh. Okay, I don't remember. I just know it was on Xbox Live. It was the game you got with Xbox Live. You got when you got Xbox. It was the Xbox Live arcade game before they like just said, "Oh, we should just let people download files as big as they want to."
Yeah.
And here is Max's dad's room, just full of guns. And I think this is supposed to be implied they got their fortune via mining. I thought they got their fortune via scratch-off tickets, but mine also makes sense via facts we later learn about Max's mom in the game.
I think it's also just that, like, that's the main source of industry
Deal.
in the town. Like, when you look at, like, the...
Like, he's got, like, 20 guns up there.
He has more guns than he has trophies.
Well, aren't guns the real trophies?
But yeah, maybe
Well, I
he's used the
hear
deer horn to
here
kill all
with
those
this.
guns.
Maybe the guns are trophies for when he hunted the most dangerous game. A gun. You think
A
there's
gun
anything...
carrying another smaller gun.
A gun that shoots smaller guns.
I mean... Can you think of anything more powerful?
What about like a Bronco?
No.
Okay, but imagine a Bronco with a gun.
I'm just picturing Charles Bronson.
Is this like the nickname of Bronco
Death
for a
Wish.
Magnum, or is this like a
3.
Bronco the horse?
Death Wish 3, Charles Bronson kills everyone.
Charles Bronson, yeah. He has
Charles-
no motivation. He just does it.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
apparently he wandered
there's-
into the post-apocalypse at some point.
Yeah,
like, the
and also
cops are-
everybody who's friends with his character just gets killed so that he has a
Yeah,
reason.
but also raped. Sometimes they're raped.
Yeah,
most-
or brutalized, raped, murdered, all those things.
What a
Tortured.
good conversation for Dark Cloud 2.
I just wanted to go back to see what Max's dad had to say about Monica.
No, I do not approve.
He
She
brought
does
a
not
girl
seem like
home
she's
for the
into
first
mining.
time? My.
Yeah, so, yeah, Max's dad is an Iron Baron.
Well, I'm glad he brought home a
Baron.
princess. I was worried that he would mess with one of those peasant
He
girls.
finds a little bit of everything. Oh, you... Oh,
Well, I'm glad she's a princess. I was worried he would bring home one of those peasant girls.
I hear he's been gallivanting with some trollops. Vinny sure is hard work. I just can't think of anything.
gee, I wonder what Ganon's up to.
Also, I think there's like just cascading water going down that window, not
Maybe,
necessarily
yeah,
the whole
maybe,
place
I
is
think there's a
underwater.
moat, and that window's under the moat of Max's house.
Well, because the water's coming down it in rivulets.
Yeah. I don't know. It is fucking like
It's Frank Gehry-ish, or not Frank Gehry. It's Frank Lloyd Wright shit.
I mean, what's the word for the thing the Romans do?
See, Matt, when you say that, you know, adding the Franks in front of that, you kind of can just leave it off and just leave it at shit.
Is that Frank shit?
No, I don't think you even
Yeah,
need
you know,
that. It's shit.
Oh yeah, it goes in. There's that waterfall that pumps out the water in front of Max's house, and that's what it
Yeah,
goes.
that's
in
what the
front.
window's under, yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted to live in, like, perpetual rain.
I mean, to be
Well, that's
fair,
the
I
rain
would be
room.
kind of all about that.
Listen, when you're that rich, you have to have a rain room. It's like a mud room.
It's where I come to do all my reflecting.
Also, I also like how Max has like Max's house also serves as an upscale diner because it has pianos and a bunch of seats there.
Well, yeah,
Like
he's
in the
got to have a
foyer.
fine entertaining space.
All right, here's church. The church of.
With non-denominational kind of Indian-looking, not
that's a-
Jesus. Not Mary.
that's
I'm
a-
not sure exactly who it's not, but it's not someone.
Well, they have
You know, the gods.
Yeah, you know, the gods, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Cleanses goo.
Soap.
The main item for giving goo is one of my favorites.
Is it goo?
How'd you get? No, it's not.
So can we get any ideas from the pictures of the
We got a
savior?
candle, but no, you don't get pictures of.
Well, geez, you know, I just don't know. I can't get any ideas here. Maybe I'm agnostic?
Well, I mean, Max
but look
is a
at
man
this
of
bench.
science. Max
could
is
make
a man
so
of
many
science,
things out
and
of
God
this.
has no place in science. Everyone knows this. Oh, I wonder what that's about.
Oh, I thought the alert was to just like
Oh, and-
attend a service.
You can't
Thanks
leave
for
this
helping.
place.
After I can't
Oh.
take pictures of Linda anymore.
Also, I thought this was like a guy talking about some girl named Linda for a second, and I was like, what? And then I realized Linda was the elephant. I thought like, oh, you're taking pervy pictures of a girl?
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot the elephant was named Linda. Yeah, that seemed. That yeah, that's
I'm
not
the only one who
use-
remembers this.
I forgot it at the time. I remembered it eventually. Okay, yeah, Max has
Okay.
declared.
So the lobby of his house is the mall food court.
So would you go and hang out at Max's house?
Not in the rain room, but I don't know. They got a piano.
Is it because the rain would bother you, or what?
Well, I think I would get kicked out. That seems like a place that only. I think it's above my standing.
God, could you ever just like imagine Max like in the times that he's not on screen, just like acting like an entitled rich asshole? Just like sitting in there like thinking up an invention, like someone walks in and is like, oh, this is pretty nice. Get out! I'm pondering! Dad! Make the peasants leave me alone!
Oh, I thought you were saying Dad like he didn't knock before entering the room.
Max was busy inventing.
Oh, yes, of course.
He's got his pile of popular science mags
He's got all
under
these.
his
He's
bed.
got all these photographs that he needs to invent things.
Oh, if only I could get a picture of Linda lifting her legs.
Think of all the inventions.
Oh, if only I could get a picture of Robo's clown attack.
Oh my, brave little Linda indeed.
Christ.
I want to get a picture of brave little Linda. Want to ride the ride bot?
Follow Gilda. He's so sad when he
Yeah.
talks about dwarfs.
Ride pod dollars.
Yeah, dwarf now.
Ride pod dollars. Sorry, what were we doing?
Oh, are you
good
gonna
Floyd
get a
work there.
picture of the fountain?
I think well, first I gotta... Here. There's a moon person. They like
Alright,
talking about
get
moon.
a picture of this Jawa.
We actually do see what's behind their hoods eventually, but not yet.
Oh yeah,
But
not this
all you
person in
need to know is
particular,
that-
but people like them.
Yeah, that is a moon person. They are a known race. And that is Dr. Dell's sign.
Let's go meet Dr. Dell, another known race.
Yeah.
Just him.
No, he's not. Max describes him as looking like a duck.
But he's clearly a bottle. Bone.
Oh, nice to
job,
meet you, Dr.
skeleton.
Dell. I do prefer to go by Bone these days.
By the way, he gets voice acting level later in this game.
Yes, he
And
does.
he does not sound like you think he would.
God, I actually don't remember what he sounds like.
I'll leave it a mystery.
I'm guessing it's not enough like Foghorn Leghorn
I was
It's not enough like fucking
or Scrooge
Donald
McDuck.
Duck. Or Scrooge McDuck for that matter. He does not have a glorious he does not sound like a Scotsman.
I always
Was
just
I-
pictured him sounding like a kind of like deep-voiced, smooth doctor, you know, a guy who works out.
He just don't got he don't got time for this shit.
Well, more like a see here. All that, you know.
Yeah. Wait, oh yeah, his name is Kiev, named after the city in Russia. I mean, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Oh, but Russia wants it to be Russia.
Russia wants everything to be
Politics.
Russia.
We're talking about it.
Do you get a picture of that eye?
I don't think I did. I do come back here later and get a picture of some things too. Again. But yeah, I think I forgot the eye. The eyeball is a thing you need to get a picture of. It is the only place you can get picture eyeball. But yeah, see, there's this entire forest around here.
That mayor. Always hoarding things.
So are we gonna fatal frame it?
I don't think you can fatal frame yet.
Ah, okay.
Well, at least that's what the guidebook tells me.
Oh right, you said you had the official Prima strategy guide.
Yeah, I have, and it says
Good,
like
good.
in chapter 3 where you fatal frame it.
Because I had that back in the day, as I mentioned probably
yeah.
earlier.
My favorite thing about Prima guides is how they're like normally about 80% correct.
Well, yeah, because they're published so quickly, they don't actually practice for.
Yeah,
I think
I remember even like I had one for Pokemon where they had the wrong names and types and pictures of some Pokemon in
I think
there.
that was
Yeah,
also a
yeah,
problem
yeah, that
with
was
the
for Ruby
Nintendo
and
Power
Sapphire,
Guide.
right?
Like, the official Nintendo Power Guides for
No, this-
Pokemon also
this was
had,
the,
like, messed up things.
This was
like,
a red
Dr.
and blue
Oak
guide.
telling you
Oh,
to use
jeez.
a Master Ball. Like, Dr. Oak telling you to use a Master Ball in a Rattata or something.
No, it wasn't that. I think it was like a Magnemite.
It was something you would not use a
Yeah,
Master
it's like,
Ball on ever.
make sure to save for something you really want.
Like, it has a really high catch rate. I just know in one of the guys, like, they don't have all the Pokemon. It's just like, maybe there's some more, I don't know.
There might be as many as 38. Maybe even 39.
There's only
Oh,
one
and,
Master Ball in Pokemon. Use it wisely. I suggest using a Pokemon you want to add to your team but are hard to catch, like a Fearow or Tentacruel.
There's no other way you can get a Fearow.
You know, Tentacruel, the fucking Zubat of the sea.
Oh, that's Tentacool. Come on, what if you want to catch a Tentacruel?
Oh, yeah. It's not like a Tentacruel turns into a Tentacool.
Yeah, you know it.
Ever. Deep, spooky smile glass.
Torsnap.
King Miranda.
But the big one I know from a Prima Strategy Guide that was absolutely ridiculous was, well, not absolutely ridiculous, but it just had, like, so many total flaws in it in the Ruby and Sapphire one. Like, there were plenty of things where the pictures were wrong, or they would name the wrong Pokemon or show the wrong elements. And that's just for, like, we're showing what was for trainers. But the one that really bothered me was they never figured out where to get some of the Pokemon. In particular, like, they had not listed anywhere where you could find a fucking Spoink.
Oh, and another thing. Oh, that's a Furbit. Talking about Furbits. We'll meet more Furbits later. But this is just a rando Furbit.
This is
City
a good Furbit. What a good Furbit.
No, it's not teaching us how to make things, so it's not a good Furbit.
Well, it's not a useful Furbit. That doesn't mean it's not a good Furbit.
The round shape might be useful for something.
They're kind of like dwarves, but also kind of like hobbits. So hence Furbits.
I love the music of this game. It's really good. I recommend anyone to get the soundtrack. It's very big, and it's quite good.
Is it like those other Japanese soundtracks where it's got like twice as many tracks as you probably have for some reason?
Well, not really, just because the game is big. It's a very big and long game.
Yeah.
Though not hard. So exactly like my dick.
Well, the bigger the game is, the less hard it could possibly be. For balance reasons.
How else could it be?
Don't you think the item shop owner kisses up to the mayor?
Look, if it's too long, how's it gonna get to the climax that easily?
I mean, it's just nothing but rising action.
I will. And there's Needs Pose.
But can you get the action up?
12-12.
12-12. 11-22. It was 10-10, like my vision.
It's 2020.
You must have some
10,
pretty
10.
serious problems. 2020 is healthy vision.
Yeah, but it's 2010
10
is
is
bad vision. 2020 because it's rated on it's a fucking the numbers that are.
Yeah, the number.
It's a fraction.
As far as I've understood it, it's the.
It's how many
You don't
feet
know how they do
something.
it
How many feet a normal person has to be from something to distinguish it versus how many feet you have to be.
Yeah.
Which is why 1520 is really good vision.
Well, 2020 is the best vision.
2020 is average vision. If you have 1020, that means you have superior vision to an average person.
And if you have 510, you have a weird. Your eyes are bad because you have farsightedness.
Well,
at some point it becomes farsightedness.
When you yeah, where you can't see things that are
close.
Yeah.
Let's see, let's invent something here with a shrubbery, a tiny hammer, and a clown's robo attack.
Make a traffic light moon. A milk cane monument.
You're only doing 2 things, Matt. Who invents stuff with 2 objects? That's silly.
Yeah, I had to recheck the thing.
Oh, a gold store hoe.
Gold Soul Ho.
I'm not saying she's a gold store hoe, but...
Gold Soul Ho is the name of my After Dark Twitter. And what does
Be
this
sure to
make?
request a follow. Oh, it makes a
This is a
fish
very
tank?
important
Say
thing.
cheese.
Yeah. I think can you buy it later, Max, or is you have to?
No, you have to
invent
make it, but they'll straight up tell you how to do it if you need it at that time.
it? Yeah. Okay. I actually hold off on inventing this for a while. I mean, in the stuff I am playing right now, I have not invented it yet.
That's a few more hours down the road, even.
Yeah.
Matt, I don't think you understand what you signed up for.
Oh no, it's a JRPG. I figure this is gonna
It's
be a
an
long
action
haul.
JRPG, so it's not as long as it could be.
But then it adds crafting, so...
It adds crafting, and also you have to take pictures of the sun.
Like Galileo, that's how he invented the telescope.
So I take a picture of the sun, I take a picture of the moon, I take a picture of my telescope, and I can figure out how to make a telescope, right? That's how it works.
No, that's how he invented heliocentric orbit.
Wait, wasn't he the one against that?
No,
he was against geocentrism.
Yeah, the church was geocentric.
Oh,
And,
yes,
you know,
no, I know what you're meaning now. Phrasing was getting me confused. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, I had to think about it for a second too, and I'm like, no, wait, that's correct.
Yeah, heliocentric revolves around the sun.
No, you're completely
Geocentric-
right, I just didn't think about it long enough.
So many options.
Oh yeah, Oh yeah, we're ending the video here.
Yeah.
I just
I know
want
why I
I just
kicked
want to
off.
like mix other things together, like take a picture of one lady, take a picture of another lady. I'm gonna invent like a same-sex healthy
All right,
area.
so next time we're gonna meet some furbits, some more furbits.
Yay,
And-
Furbits for everybody. Okay, bye.
me, please.
God damn it.